Hello, everyone. I want to talk to you about why go to a fruit festival instead of go traveling. Because a lot of people who are into the raw vegan diet, they go traveling to go to places that have, well, they think have fruit, like tropical places that sort of people assume have a lot of fruit there. And I think people assume certain places have a lot of raw vegans in certain parts of the world. And it may or may not be the case. But there's certain that thing. So in this video, I want to talk about the comparison between the two, what I've chosen to do, my experiences with both. And my name's Ronnie. I run the UK Fruit Fest, so I am a bit biased, pretty biased. And I was a long-term attendee of the Woodstock Fruit Festival, so I'm a bit biased in that sense, and some of the other European festivals. So I have really um, loved and enjoyed my experiences, and I love this community. I love the raw vegan lifestyle. It's so great. It's so simple. It's so nice to just eat fruit and eat salads. It's just such a nice, easy thing to do. So the way I look at it is that people have a real desire to escape and get away, and that's our I don't know, it's our curious mind. As human beings, we like to know what's out there, what's beyond the horizon, what's going on in other parts of the world. And I think also people in the parts of the world I live in the north of Europe, like they want to maybe sometimes just go for good weather somewhere. They just want to go and go to a beach, go to a nice destination, see a different landscape. But some people, they go for holidays in Norway and go and boats through fjords, and some people go to the Antarctic, and some people like to adventure up Mount Everest and all these other things. So we have this human desire to just get away, just escape for a while, see what's out there. And I sometimes wonder if what people are looking for is to find paradise. We're always trying to find a better place. We're always trying to move around. And I think humans are sort of naturally nomadic in nature, actually. And that goes with our frugivorous nature, where the fruit would have been ripening in different areas, and we would have always had to be moving. Where's the fruit? Where's the good fruit at? Where's the good times? Where's the fun? Where's the pleasure? We'd have been moving to find it throughout the year. So I think it probably falls in line with our nature to go and discover an adventure. It's probably a very important part of us. So we fulfill a lot of that desire through travel and through holiday and through experiences and going to festivals. But I think a lot of people, when they're traveling, especially raw vegan people, I think a lot of people are looking for community and not so much fruit. And I think they say they're looking for fruit, but I think a lot of people are really looking for the community. Because if you had this amazing group of friends that were meeting up all the time and eating fruit together, would it really matter if it was the highest quality durian or it was cherries, some local cherries or something? Would it really make a huge difference? And I don't think it really would, but people still make that choice a lot of the time. And when I was watching a lot of influencers, when I started off watching YouTubers and stuff, some of them were saying you've got to go to Thailand. The fruit's on a different level, and this idea is still out there. Like the fruit in Thailand's on this different level and so much sweeter, and blew my mind. I couldn't believe how sweet it was. Couldn't believe how good it was. And I went out to Thailand, and I remember landing in Thailand and just sort of thinking, it's just another place. I think we're looking for a bit of a magic out there, but it's just another place. It's warmer and all that good weather. It's just another place, and it's a place that I'm not familiar with. It's a lot of strangers. It's a language I'm not familiar with, and all that. But I did have some friends out there, and there was a small event going on, and I just I just had this sense because I'd been to Woodstock before it, and I just had this sense like I'd rather be at Woodstock. I'd rather be at an event. I'd rather be at a festival. That was the actual sense. That was really the sense that I had, the feeling that I had about the whole thing, and and that's really been my overwhelming feeling always about travel. Even in that situation where I did have some friends with me there, but it was quite a small group of us, and we would meet in the park at some point. It wasn't that maybe well organized, and I went to try the fruit, and I just thought just this just tastes like fruit. Like this is normal fruit. And it is the case that generally, like a lot of times in the tropics, pineapples can be better, but not significantly better, and not always better. Um, Coconut water is a great addition. Uh, Orange juice, fresh pressed orange juice was great. The man dot my mangoes, really good in Thailand, and the durian's good. I just like, I mean, I enjoy durian, whatever, but so all those experiences were great, but it wasn't like so good that it made you. I don't know. It wasn't. I did have great fruit experiences there. I did, but I've had great fruit experiences all over the place. And my first great fruit experiences were just eating bananas in the UK and feeling like amazing waves of gratitude. Um, that was a fascinating experience for me when I started off doing this diet. And so I did have great experiences in Thailand. And a lot of the people I met were sort of traveling and doing different stuff. And I've met a number of people who are travelers and all that. And I just don't think it's a great lifestyle. I just really don't think it's a great lifestyle. And I think people end up being pretty lonely. And I almost think it's a lifestyle for people that are scared of connection and scared of meeting others and scared of relationships. They just want to kind of keep running around in life and hiding. That's kind of the fear I have that people do that. But also, a lot of people have come into danger with the with this kind of stuff because people get into this lifestyle and they're following ideas online and they go away traveling, living on beaches and eating fruit and finding some kind of a way of making a living, just about eking out a living, becoming a bit of a fruit bum, which is not a bad thing. Um, but really, their life's kind of empty, and they're just trying to revolve a life out of being out in the sun and eating fruit. And life is about people, connection, community, relationship, uh, challenge, giving back to people, being part of things, and being away on your own is good for a short period of time. I don't think it's a lifestyle. I don't think it's something you do for 3 months. And people would end up going out to these places and getting lonely, so lonely, and just having no friends and struggling and mental health and all this stuff. And some people are listening to bad ideas online. They don't have anyone around supervising them, and they end up doing bad things. They end up, fasting too much and getting into eating disorder behaviors and dry fasting and dangerous stuff that hopefully wouldn't happen if you were coming to, you know, fruit festivals and events where you were getting guidance from like real life people who have done this. Um, so I think people are fascinated by traveling and the idea of going to these places, but is the fruit that much better that it makes it worthwhile? Maybe for a short period of time, but I really don't think you should go places for the fruit. Go, I mean, in my day, Chiang Mai was a place that was meant to be a lot of raw vegans were, or YouTubers or vegans. Chiang Mai, Thailand. I don't know if that's so much anymore. I think it still is, but now it seems a lot of people are in Bali or Ubud or something in Indonesia. So these places might be worth a visit and all that, but most of the people are still going out to vegan restaurants and eating all the junk food. Like it's not some kind of raw vegan paradise. Koh Phangan, Thailand is another place. It was that I lived for 3 4 months. That was a really nice experience. But it was just another place. And the whole time I was like, I want to do something. I want to create something. I want to make something happen. I want to be part of stuff. And it's hard to do that if you're in a country that you're not allowed to work. So essentially, um, I don't want a holiday life. My life to just be a constant holiday, and I can't. I can't afford to do that. So, uh, but I think generally, I want to. I've got more of a desire to actually be involved in doing things and being around people and meeting people. And I think people is the great value of life. That's why I think the festival is a better alternative because you get an experience of immediately meeting this welcoming community of people who are fast interested in the same thing. We're all doing the same thing together. We're all learning together. We're all interested in meeting each other, and we're all together for that set period of time, having a great time together. And it's a beautiful thing. And the food's tremendous anyway. And I've always thought that really the fruit festivals are the best place to go for eating the raw vegan diet by far. So if you ask me, fruit festival, traveling, I'd 100% go to the fruit festival every time. And yes, I am biased, but I'm biased because of my experiences. But I really do believe that people get more out of it. And some people have said, well, for the money I spend on going to Woodstock or UK Fruit Fest, I could go out to Thailand for X amount of time, which is usually not true because probably the plane flight would would take most of that money. But I, I 100% believe you will not have as enjoyable experience. And if you know, you know, and if you don't know what you're missing out. But anyway, thank you for watching. There's a link down below if you want to learn more about UK Fruit Fest, and hopefully see you there.